Hey, this is Darin, kid. I hope you are having a great day. Listen, thanks for joining. Every single week, I bring you tips, techniques, and strategies to help you grow faster in your business. And today, we're going to talk about network marketing secrets to making money. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you do me a favor and smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, depending on which platform that you're watching on. And I know we're videoing or streaming on multiple platforms. I will get it in a second. Just work with me, right? I'm just proving that anyone can do this business. And let me know where you're watching from. You know, what state, what province in Canada, what country. It's great to see our audience expanding every single week. And today, what I'm going to do, I just wanted to come to you and really have a heart to heart with you and say some things that may not be like what you want to hear, but it's what you need to hear. And trust me, you want people like me in your life if you don't have that. And some of you, you're blessed to have that already. You have the people in your life that tell you what you need to hear, not necessarily where you want to hear, because the same thinking and the same behaviors that got you to where you are not the same thoughts and not the same behaviors that are going to get you to the next level. So to get something you've never gotten, you've got to be willing to think differently and act differently. And so today I'm coming at you from a little different perspective. Like, I'm going to hit you with some real statistics. I'm going to teach you and talk about some things that may not be a favorite, for a lot of people, but I see we got people plugging in from all over the world. Welcome. Thank you for joining. And so let's go ahead and get right into it, because again, I want you to take notes. I want you to go back and watch this recording over and over and over again. If you've got people that need to hear this, make sure you tag them in the comment. And do me a favor, smash the like button, smash the heart button. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, because not only does it push this content out to more people when you do that, so we're able to impact more people, but it will help you get notifications if you're subscribed and you've got the bell on and the alerts and all that fun stuff. But today we're going to talk about taking a checkup from your neck up. Right? Okay. We're going to help you get rid of the stinking thinking. We're going to help you have the right perspective on what it really takes when, if you want to make money in the network marketing world. And if you're watching this and you don't know my story, you go, man, what does Darin have to know? What does he know about making money in the network marketing field? Well, I was a distributor, just like a lot of you, for 28 years. And what happened was I failed my first 7. People hear about the money that I made after that and the magazines and all the great things that I was very blessed to be able to accomplish, but they didn't hear about the 7 years that I failed. And if I had some people that told me some of the things I'm going to tell you today, I wouldn't have failed for 7 years. I can't imagine where I would have been so much sooner than later if I had the right people speaking into my life and teaching me what does it really take. And I think one of the things that is there's good and bad about the network marketing industry. There's so much more good than there is bad. But let's just face it, there's good and bad in everything. And one of the bad things about network marketing is when people, they present it as a get rich quick. They present it as a, you can make a lot of money, you can do nothing, it's like the lottery. That is a lie. Right. And if you're telling people that, by the way, then one, it's not truthful. And two, you're setting them up to fail, because when they go out and start building the business and they realize, hey, look, it's not falling into my lap. I'm not getting rich quick. I'm not getting something for nothing. Then they think it's something wrong with them, or they think it's something wrong with the company and the industry. So I like to do the opposite. I like to prepare them for what they're going to experience. It helps inoculate them. It helps them when they start going through those things going, okay, this is what they told me was going to happen. It's just part of the course, and it's okay. It's worth it, because I want a different life for my family. And so let's talk about a couple things. And I'm gonna look at my notes to keep me on track, because I've got a bunch of things going on, just like I know a lot of you do as well. All right, so let's do this. I had a note and I highlighted this. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Okay, your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Okay, what you think about, you bring about. What you think and what you speak. And then when you act on those things, Okay, you start to magnetize those things. So I want to make sure that you're thinking the right way. If you go, hey, look, Darin, just do me a favor, just shoot me straight. Tell me what I need to do to go out there and make some money in this industry. Can I make money? What does it take to make money? I'm going to help you with all of that. But to get to the point of what it really takes, I want to set you up for success. And not only did I, go out and build organizations that did hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue over a 28-year period, but I also owned franchises. So I know the traditional business world. I was an employee for many years, right? So I was an employee. I had traditional businesses, franchises, and I built in the network marketing world. And when you're building your business, if you're in the network marketing profession, there'll be things on here that are going to help you, even if you're not. Here's the thing. Understand that network marketing is not for everyone, right? And if it's not for them, then you don't want to push them into something that they don't want to do anyway. That's what gives us a bad name if you're in the industry, because they put pressure. They're trying to hard close people. And so Jim Rohn talked about you're looking for the lookers. Now, if you read Robert Kiyosaki's book, Business of the 21st Century, he's one of the best-selling business authors of all times. Let me know if any of you have read that book. He talks about how network marketing is one of the best business models on the planet because it allows average people like me, where I was bankrupt 22 years ago, had my car repossessed. I never made it through college. I'm a college dropout. I live in a small town. I had little to no hope. I was depressed on depression medicine, which made me feel worse than the depression. And this industry completely changed my world, right? Not because of just the money, but who I became in making the money. So let me know if that makes sense. Okay, quite a few of you. Hey, welcome. Thanks for sharing. Brian, thanks for sharing. Howard, I appreciate you. So let's talk about network marketing. Now, how many of you have had someone say this to you? I know someone that did one of those home-based businesses and they never made any money. Okay, how many of you have had that happen before? Okay, I know I did over and over and over again. Okay, well, here's the honest answer. Okay, most people, they're correct. They don't make any money. Most people fail. It's not because they can't succeed. It's not because they can't make money. It's because they're not willing to do the things that they need to do, or they didn't have someone that told them what they needed to do. So they came from a career or a job, and they were used to being told what to do every single day. And they went out there and they did those, whatever they were told to do, and they exchanged time for money, but they didn't have a mentor. They didn't have a coach. They didn't have a system, and they just struggled along and they failed. So it's true that most people that join a network marketing business do not make any money. It's true that most people quit, but let's also talk about some other things, right? Most people that join the gym, I was looking up statistics, 90% of the people that join the gym quit within 3 months after joining the gym. Okay, when people say, hey, I've heard someone doing one of those home-based business deals, and it didn't work, it's a scam. That's like somebody going, you know what? Do you know how many people I know that pay a gym membership that are out of shape? Gym memberships do not work. They're a scam. They take your money. It's not that gym memberships don't work. It's us. We don't work, right? We're not committed. If 90% of the people quit 90% within 3 months, that's some crazy numbers. And it also shows that 7 out of 10 people who join the gym in January quit by May. 70% who join in January quit by May. And I'll bet you this, I'll bet you they finally cancel their membership in May, but I'll bet you they quit going along before May. How many of you agree with that, right? And let's talk about real estate agents. Right? I've got friends of mine very successful in real estate, right? I mean, there's a lot of people that make a lot of money in real estate. However, research has shown that as many as 80% of new real estate agents fail or quit within their first year. Now, does that mean that real estate is not a great career? No, it doesn't mean that. Does it mean that you can't make money in real estate? Absolutely not. I've got lots of friends of mine that make a lot of money in real estate, but they're not. We're going to talk about, I'm going to give you 5 tips on making money in network marketing, right? And that you can do and you can start today. Most real estate agents fail because they don't understand how to properly set goals, create action plans. Okay, successful real estate agents are constantly setting and reviewing goals and action plans. Okay, it's not as simple as setting a yearly goal and not revisiting it until the end of the year. So does that sound like network marketing, right? People get in, they donate their money, and because network marketing is so easy to join, so what's easy to do is easy not to do. You know, it's less than the price of your smartphone, right? If you're watching this right now on a phone. So they get in and they go, hey, I'm in, you know, paid my money. Okay, I'm not rich yet, I'm out, because they have false expectations. Now let's look at one more thing. Insurance agents. More than 90% of new insurance agents quit the business within their first year. Doesn't mean you can't make money. I've got friends of mine make a lot of money in the insurance business. So let's just get that out of the way. It's not that network marketing is a business model that is different than a lot of other business models as far as success and failure. Most people quit the gym. Most real estate agents never sell a house. Most insurance agents never sell a policy. So what do we need to do? Oh, and by the way, I also looked up traditional businesses because, you can go Google and research this stuff yourself. I mean, it's not that you need to, but according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, because the people looking to make extra money, which is everyone I talk to basically now, they're like, what vehicle do I use? Do I launch a traditional business? Do I buy a franchise? Do I join a network marketing company? Well, I believe if they're looking to generate income, and this is coming from someone who myself and partners put $700,000 into 2 franchises, right? And I was making more money in 1 month than my network marketing business in 1 month than both of those franchises combined in 1 year. And we spent $700,000 in those, and we had our name on several year leases. We had employees, we had overhead, we had payroll, we had heating and air conditioning units breaking down. We had a water cooler where we actually stored a lot of the frozen, foods and stuff like that. We had a frozen yogurt franchise. It broke down one day. Okay, what do you think the repair bill? Not replacing it. The repair bill was for one little fix. It was $8,000. Not to mention that same location, the air condition went down that week. That was another $400, right? And so when it comes to, hey, I'm looking for a vehicle, a side gig, a side hustle to generate some extra income, I want to share with you why I believe this is one of the best business models on the planet. So according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, 20% of new businesses fail during the first 2 years of being open, 45% fail within the first 5 years, 65% in the first 10 years, and only 25% of new businesses make it to the 15 years or longer. And when you have hundreds of thousands invested, like, quitting is not an option. So let's talk about why do most businesses fail? Then I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to succeed and how to make money in network marketing. Okay. And I just wrote a few things down. And again, I was just Googling and looking at different research on, okay, why do traditional businesses fail? And there's a lot of similarities. They don't plan. Okay. They don't plan. A lot of businesses fail not only because they don't plan. They talk about leadership. Another one, capital. Like, they don't have the funds to go out and do all the things that they need to do with a traditional business. So not only did it cost us $300,000 for one franchise, the other one ran over an additional $100,000. Okay, that was $400,000. And so here we are, we were delayed a year opening that one traditional business, that franchise. So it ran over $100,000. It ran over a year, not making any money, not taking in any money, just constantly putting money into that. And so there's a lot of businesses that completely fail. And we had 7 competitors, 7 open up within 3 miles by the time we finally got open. Now, we ended up beating those competitors. We ended up staying in business longer than those competitors. And guess where I learned the things that we implemented that helped us succeed when other people were not succeeding? In network marketing. right? Because I had the right associations. I was constantly learning and getting better every single day. I understood their principles of success that applied no matter what business model that you're working. Okay. So can you make money in network marketing? Absolutely, 1,000%. And the great news about network marketing is you're not out there having to create a website. Like right now, I'm getting ready to launch my new website. Okay, so darinkid.com, you will see in the next couple of weeks, depending on when you're watching this, most of you will see this on replay, but this is July 10th. So within the next week to 2 weeks, we'll have a brand new website. Tens of thousands of dollars invested in that site and everything that goes into launching a new site with the blog post and the search engine optimization and all the things that you have to do to have a mobile friendly website. Most of you, you don't have to do that because your network marketing company did that for you. You don't have to worry about payroll. You don't have to worry about researching and developing new products. You don't have to worry about the legal liability, right? When it comes to all of those things and the labels and, and testing and all of the things that go just to developing a product and the inventory of having your products. You don't have to worry about paying your organization. You don't have to worry about creating tools. The company a lot of times will give you promotions and incentives and trips and things like that. That doesn't come out of your pocket. They're doing that in addition to paying you your commissions. And so there's so many benefits of building your business. Now let's talk about what it really takes, not candy coding it. And this is just going, hey, look, if you can't do these 5 things, you may want to reconsider. And am I really serious about building a successful business? If you treat your business like a hobby, hobbies, you spend money, businesses, you make money. And when I started treating my network marketing business, when I was a distributor just like you, when I started treating it as if I just invested several $100,000, everything changed. So number one, you have to prepare mentally. You have to prepare mentally to go out and build a big business. And what do I mean by that? Here's just a few things. Things to consider, things to write down, things to, after you watch this training, to really focus and ask yourself, how am I doing in each of these areas? Do I have the right mindset? Am I willing to do what it takes? Number one, prepare mentally. You do not make what you want, you make what you are. You do not make what you want, you make what you are. That's a hard pill to swallow. Because most people, when the lottery go broke, they didn't become a multimillionaire. They were given millions of dollars. And our income always comes back to where we are. So are you working on you every single day, becoming a little bit better than you were yesterday, working on becoming the best version of yourself, knowing that, yeah, you're going to work on yourself harder a lot of times than you're getting paid. So your mentality, your mindset, your philosophy, your attitude, your skills, you're going to work on those. And a lot of times they're going to grow before your income grows. But are you willing to keep doing that no matter what results you're seeing? Most people go, yeah, I'm willing to do that. But then they tend to forget that when they go, I can't believe how hard I'm working every day. And it seems like it's not making a difference. Okay, so you don't make what you want. I don't make what I want. I make what I am. The next thing, you will get your feelings hurt. Okay, you're going to get your feelings hurt. You're going to go out and share. You're going to have this vision of the way you want to create the lifestyle that you want. You're going to believe in your products and services. You're going to believe in your business model. And most people are not going to. The people that you care about the most, a lot of times, are the ones that tell you, be careful, right? Be careful, watch out, right? I knew people that did that. They got hurt. But if you believe in what you're doing, it doesn't matter what they think. The last time I checked, you can't pay your bills on someone else's opinion, right? And the same ones, I was just having this conversation with one of my kids, one of my adult kids. And I'm like, hey, listen, use those people to motivate you and drive you harder and faster, because write down their names, because they will be the ones that came back later going, I knew you could do it, right? Right. And sometimes they're asking you to borrow money, right? But vision, God gave you the vision, not them. So don't expect them to see what you see. And some of them, they may not see it now, but they'll see it later. No doesn't mean no. No means they're watching you. And when the timing is right, if it's right for them, they will. But you're going to get your feelings hurt. Okay. That's the way it is. And by the way, dogs don't bark at a parked car. It's just the way it works. If they're talking about you, it's because you're moving forward. The only way you don't have people talk about you is don't have anything, do anything, or be anything. Live a life of insignificance. But you're going to get your feelings hurt, but don't worry, you get emotionally tough. Okay, you'll get tougher and tougher. You will understand they're not saying no to you. Okay, if the product or service is not for them, if making money is not for them, it's okay, right? You're looking for the lookers. The next thing, it will be an emotional roller coaster. There'll be days where you're like, this is the best thing I've ever done. Man, I am so thankful and grateful to be doing this. And then the next day, you can have it going, I am ready to quit. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to say the name of the company. I don't want to mention the name of the products. It is an emotional roller coaster. But show me anything in life that is not an emotional roller coaster. My jobs were an emotional roller coaster. There were days I didn't get along with the manager. There were days I got frustrated. Somebody else got a raise. I didn't get a raise, right? I was frustrated when I would work weekends and I would tell the owner, hey, listen, I will do whatever it takes because one day I want to be one of the top people in your company. And so he would take me on the weekends and we would travel. I'd be doing this dirty work. It was a paint warehouse. So he would be buying all this real estate and I'd be in these nasty warehouses and cleaning up stuff and, smelling paint fumes. They sold the company for millions of dollars and we all got laid off. That was an emotional roller coaster. I had nothing to show for it, right? So at least here, you're on an emotional roller coaster, but you're growing, you're building the right mindset, the right attitude, the right philosophy, you're building your skill set, and you're going to take that with you everywhere you go. So even if you hope that the company you're in lasts for a lifetime, but even if it doesn't, you're going to have people knocking down your door wanting you because of the skills and the value that you bring to the marketplace, right? But what helps you stay strong enough, long enough through the emotional roller coaster is knowing why you're in the business. So remember that. Okay, so let's go real quick. It will take time. That's another thing to write down. Nothing in life. You don't want overnight success. You may think you do, right? But I look back and go, man, thank God I didn't make millions of dollars in the beginning because I would have blew it. I would have blew relationships. I wasn't ready for that. And our income always comes back to where we are. So you want to make sure, look, it's going to take time, but is it worth going through the process to have that different life 1,000 times over, right? But it's going to take some time. You will work harder in the beginning than you get paid. So at first you're going to be working really hard. You're going to look at your income and you're going to be like, man, this is crazy. I'd be better off working a minimum wage job. Maybe my negative friends and family are right. But eventually, if you keep doing the right things, you're persistent, consistent, keep a good attitude, when those things compound and all of a sudden you're getting paid more than for what you're doing, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I remember when I was working at the beginning of one year and I just had to borrow $1,000 to buy my kids Christmas. Okay, that was December. January, I was having a meltdown. And I had a friend of mine that goes, well, you know what, Darin? Don't complain about the results that you're not getting from the work you're not doing. And I was ticked. I didn't like it, right? But whenever all of a sudden, man, things get riled up and you get ticked off, a lot of times it's for you. And he was right. I wasn't putting in the work. I can't expect to have results from work I'm not doing. But I was ready to quit. And I told him I was ready to quit, but I didn't. At the end of that year, right? When the last 4 months of that year, I brought in multiple six figures that year. And in January, I was ready to quit. And in December, when I was at Disney World with my family and my phone dinged and I looked at the increase from November to December, and it was bigger than any check I'd ever had in the previous 15 years, it scared me because I'm like, oh my gosh, I almost quit. Like when I was looking at my results, I was ready to quit. And thank God I didn't quit. All my friends quit. that joined me in the business, right? All my family members quit, but I didn't quit. So understand, and by the way, I went on the next 40 months to make more money, impact more people than I would have if I hadn't done that in 40 previous years combined. I was like, wow, I worked really hard, but in less than 4 years, I made what would have taken me over 40 if I hadn't done what I just did. So I saved 36 years off of my working career by doing that. And that's not an income claim. That's not a promise. That doesn't happen to most people. Why? It's not because the opportunities are not there. It's because most people are not willing to do the simple things that I'm telling you. How many of you agree? The simple things that I'm telling you right now are things that you can do, right? There's nothing that I've told you so far that no matter what your background, where you live, your education, or like me, your lack of education, that you can't do, right? So let's go through some more. Most people won't see what you see. We talked about that. You will have to give up stuff for a period of time. There's a sacrifice. Maybe you're going to miss your bowling for the next several months. Maybe you're going to miss Netflix for the next several months. There's no professional athlete, no Olympic athlete, no successful entrepreneur that didn't have to be unbalanced a little bit for a period of time, right? They had to give up to go up. I'm not talking about sacrifice your health and your family. No, you can have it all if you do the right things, but it's a matter of knowing what the right things are and doing the right things and being committed to follow through. And last on that, number one, real quick, okay, preparing mentally is remembering why you're in the business. It's not the money, it's the emotional attachment to the money. Really spend time going, look, why am I building the business? It's not money. What would I do with the money? Right? And I would challenge you to sit down and write a list of 100 to 500 things, a dream list. And I want you, as the billionaire used to tell me, Darin, take off your judge's robe. And I'm like, what does that mean? Well, I don't want you judging that you can't achieve this or achieve that because you don't have the money or the resources. If money and resources weren't an option, where would you go? What would you do? Who would you help? Like, I want you to turn your dream machine on. And what's interesting, if you're focusing on going 100, 200, 300, and every day you're adding to that list, there's a lot of science behind what that does for you and your motivation. Okay, so number one, prepare mentally. Number two, set goals. If you aim at nothing, you're going to hit it 100% of the time. What are your goals in the company? Here we are. I mean, depending on when you're watching this, but I mean, man, half of the year is already gone. Can you believe it? And so we're going to, just like this, we're going to be, January 1st, a new year. So what are your goals this month? What are your goals? Where are you going to be by the end of the month? End of the year. Set your goals. Number three, have a system. Right? And some people do this by paper. Some people have electronic systems, but you want to measure the quality of your work efforts. Okay. You want to measure your work efforts. What does that mean? I want you to set some activity goals. Yeah, we can't control results. Okay. That's kind of true and not true, but you can control the activities and your work efforts that will get you to those results. So eventually, if you're not getting the results that you should get, I used to say it was one of these things. I was wrong. I go, either you're not doing something enough or you're not doing something right. It can actually be both of those, right? You could be doing a lot of the wrong thing and you're never going to get to where you want to be. So that's why I bring people into my life, mentors, coaches. I've invested multiple six figures, right, over the last 5 or 10 years, bringing people into my life going, what am I doing wrong on my YouTube channel? What am I doing wrong on my social media? What am I doing wrong on my website? How do we do this? How do we improve that? So you want to make sure that not only you set goals, but you track it. What gets measured gets improved. Performance measured is performance improved. So I know, okay, look, I think that I'm working really hard building my business. By the way, how many of you have gotten an aha moment already? Let me know in the comments. We got people from all over the world that are watching right now live. We have people from all over the world that are going to be watching on replay. I want to know if you've had one aha moment already right? Just put aha in the comments, put yes in the comments, give me an emoji in the comments. And if you have people you go, man, I wish someone heard this. There's someone on my team. There's a friend of mine in another company. Tag them, share this, right? Smash that heart button, smash the subscribe button. If you're on the Facebook page, like it, the page, because I want to make a massive impact. We're going to do some big things over the next 6 months together and beyond. And you're going to be a big part of that. Okay. So thank you for commenting. I appreciate that. So you have a system to track it, performance measured is performance improved. A lot of people feel like they're busy. They are busy, but they're not productive. So there were times that I felt like oh my gosh, I'm working so hard and I'm not getting the results that I want to get. And then I went back and looked at it. And you know what? I was busy doing unproductive stuff. I was beating the same 5 or 10 prospects up over and over and over again. It wasn't the business that wasn't working. It was me that wasn't working. So it's important to track what you're doing on a daily basis, because that's going to hold you accountable. And then number 4 is accountability. Accountability. You will never get to where you've been. Again, this is another tip from a billionaire. He said, Darin, you will never get to where you should be in your life without accountability, right? Performance measured is performance improved, and you need accountability. You need somebody to push you to that next level. So choose accountability. Find a workout partner. I had workout partners in different companies. I had workout partners that were sidelined to me. And we would hold each other accountable and gave each other permission to tell each other what we needed to hear, not necessarily what we wanted to hear. And then number 5 is find a mentor or coach. Now you can do this in your upline. You can do this. It could be a sideline. You can do this by hiring a coach, but find people that have what you want and model what they do. And again, it doesn't have to be. Some of you, you've already got that. You've got a phenomenal upline that's working with you and coaching you and teaching you exactly what to do. I didn't have that for many years, right? And is it worth the investment? 1,000%. Find those people. You can buy courses. If you look on the screen, darinkid.com/social. I mean, the team, the 4 people that train on just that social media accelerator training have done close to, if not over, $1 billion in sales. Is it worth the investment? Go look at the page and you tell me. Okay. So find the people that have what you want, model what they do. And my last couple tips, do the work, and keep going no matter how long it takes. So network marketing secrets. I gave you multiple, right? Some of you, you're like, oh my gosh, this is so true. I wish someone had told me this when I first joined. And also it's helping you know how to work with your organization, because when we tell people things that aren't, and a lot of times we're just excited, right? I was in that phase too. Man, I really thought, man, we're going to get rich doing nothing at first. And I found out that wasn't true. But when I promoted that, then I started attracting people that their mindset was, I want to get something for nothing. I attracted the lottery mindset people. Let's just sit back and wait for the company to do it, or upline to put people underneath of us. Am I rich yet? I hadn't done any work, but you didn't tell me I had to do work. So these are some things that help you get the right mindset, help you know what to do as you're going out to crush the rest of this year building your business. So thanks for joining. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and appreciate you joining. Appreciate all the feedback, and we'll see you on the next training. Have a great day, everybody.